Right now at 10, no camping. A La Crosse city ordinance bans overnight camping on city parks and ramps. We have reaction from the unsheltered population. And next time you go fishing at Pettibone Park, you might notice a couple of changes for longevity's sake. Plus, the University of Wisconsin police just got a new furry coworker.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A La Crosse ordinance passed last night to effectively ban overnight camping in the city parks and ramps. For many people in La Crosse, last night's decision had a lot of emotions tied to it. Now, last night, the council voted 11-2 in favor of the city ordinance that effectively makes it illegal for the unsheltered population to stay overnight on city property. It's yet to be determined when the ordinance will officially be in place, as our Michael Germain explains.
You know, there's people that are homeless that are not causing any problems, and then you got the homeless that are drug addicts and stuff like that.
It's been less than 24 hours since the La Crosse Common Council voted to ban overnight camping in all city parks.
Another buildings or buying other buildings or something to just give them a place to stay.
Homeless people we talked to say even if they're forced to leave the city's park, the problem of homelessness isn't going away.
Because the Salvation Army is already full.
Since camping at Houska Park was banned earlier this year, many of the city's homeless have found their way to other parks and even public parking ramps.
The difference between over there and over here.
The ordinance changes the way police enforce camping on city property, primarily parks.
People can't, they're not right over there.
Enforcement on the ordinance could begin as soon as today, and where the city's homeless population goes after that is anybody's guess.
Everybody over here, we're all family over here, so it's all good.
The people we spoke to today tell me there's no one-size-fits-all answer to such a complex problem.
And it'll be an ongoing story, so we'll be covering it as the situation develops. The new district attorney for Vernon County never thought she'd go into criminal law when she was in school. But now she's excited to represent her home county. Now, Governor Evers appointed Angela Palmer Fisher to the DA spot earlier this week. She is the first woman appointed to the county DA spot. Palmer Fisher has been a sole practitioner out of Westby, focusing on juvenile delinquency cases and those with special needs. She says a career of understanding a criminal's background at an earlier age can help end the destructive cycles that land people in jail.
We have crimes and we really need to say, what can we do? How can we educate when people are younger, right? So that we can prevent that. How can we stop some of the cycles so that that person isn't in the same, I guess, going down the same path that maybe their parents were.
Palmer Fisher officially takes the job at the beginning of August. She says Assistant DA Jasmine Betancourt has done a great job paving the way for women to be in leadership positions in the county system. After 30 years, an EMS coordinator for the Onalaska Fire Department is ready to retire. Rick Conway officially signed off for the final time today. He began his public safety career in 1977 as a rural firefighter and added EMT training to his list of abilities in the mid-'80s. All in all, he served Onalaska Fire for 30 years, Tri-State Ambulance for 35 years, and Linden Station Fire for 15 years. Habitat for Humanity will soon open applications for 4 new homes in the region. 3 of the homes will be on La Crosse's north side. The other will be in Eitzen, Minnesota in Houston County. The program allows families to buy a home with a 0% interest mortgage. Habitat will select families based on factors like the ability to afford home ownership and a need for safe housing. The application period begins July 21st and will close on August 25th. And you can attend an upcoming Homeowner Expo to learn more. Now, the La Crosse Expo will be July 21st and 22nd at the Habitat Restore. The Minnesota Expo is on July 27th at the Spring Grove Library. Improvements to the US 14 intersection with Shelby Road in La Crosse will start on Monday. Now, earlier this week, the Wisconsin DOT announced that Governor Evers had approved the more than $450,000 project. The improvements will include traffic signals, realigning the left turn lanes, and constructing ADA accessible curb ramps. US 14 will remain open with occasional lane closures, and the project is expected to be done by early October.
Sure was a pretty hot day today across the Coulee region as high temperatures soared into the upper 80s to low 90s here today. And some of us even dealt with a couple of showers and thunderstorms. Let's take a look now at your zone forecast for tonight. Temperatures dropping into the low 60s. Slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm also possible here. And as we head further south, you can see low temperatures tonight in the low 60s. 61 tonight in Stoddard, 60 in Westby, and 62 down south in Gays Mills and Soldiers Grove. As we head into our central zones, upper 50s up towards the eastern and northern sides, with the low 60s further towards the west, like Arcadia there at 60 tonight. As we head into the Chippewa Valley, we can say low tonight into the mid to upper 50s, low 60s, 58 Chippewa Falls for you, 60 tonight in Eau Claire, some passing clouds to the north. 8 to 8 forecast showing that we're still dealing with a few showers possible in the forecast through at least 8 o'clock. Other than that, partly cloudy skies really throughout the rest of tonight. And we will be looking at a light wind at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. A check on your full weather forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Derek. Abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy is now illegal in Iowa. Governor Kim Reynolds signed the abortion ban today at a family leader summit in Des Moines. The law bans any abortion after a heartbeat is detected. Doctors usually say that's at 6 weeks. Reynolds says she's never been prouder to sign a bill into law.
We've continued to stand strong, fighting the good fight, believing that the law would prevail and justice would be served.
Now, there are some exceptions for rape and incest and the life and health of the woman. It also has an exception for abnormalities that are, quote, incompatible with life. Pro-abortion organizations have already filed a lawsuit challenging this law. The Pettibone fishing piers are back in place after being out since the fall. High water levels in the spring delayed when the piers could be replaced. The new piers are made of metal and they're guaranteed to last for a minimum of 20 to 30 years. Now, the old piers were made out of wood, which had rotted by this point. Parks and Rec project specialist Jim Flottmeyer thinks the wood piers had been in place for about 2 decades. He says the new piers will be safer and more accessible than the old ones. And today marks 1 year since the 988 Lifeline service began taking calls, texts, and online chats. The 988 number replaced the old 10-digit National Suicide Lifeline. Wisconsin DHS says there have been a steady increase in calls since the new line launched. DHS sees the increase in volume as a good sign. The organization says it means more people are reaching out to get help.
We know that given the volume, just what the data and the numbers are showing us, compared to the prior to 988 being a service available to people, it seems like the impact has been pretty amazing and that people are reaching out and getting help that they otherwise would not have.
In the first year, Wisconsin had over 91,000 contacts for mental health and substance use support. Last November, Holmen first responders were on skeleton crews and faced cuts if the village didn't pass a $1 million referendum. 8 months later, staffing levels are back where a growing village needs them. Jeremy Wall joins us live in studio with more. Good evening, Jeremy.
And some of these new officers come right from the Coulee region. They're excited to serve the community they've known their whole lives. After a $1.3 million referendum passed last fall, more first responders are able to report for duty.
When there's emergencies that happen in the community, we can be more efficient and effective when we arrive on scene, and also to be able to respond to multiple medical calls and emergencies that might be happening at the same time.
Which is critical as the village continues to grow. Recently, Holmen Police Department hired 5 new officers and its fire department hired 6 new firefighters, including Brett Holden. Holden knew he wanted to be a firefighter since his freshman year of college.
After that, having some conversations with some friends who are on local fire departments, and having a desire to serve the community and be a servant to other people. I read about this job and talked to people about it, and it just seemed like the best job in the world, and I haven't been let down so far.
He joined the department in January and is now living the dream.
No matter what the situation is, whether it's a structure fire or a medical emergency, just being able to be there for them in a situation is really awesome.
With all the new hires, the village now has 17 officers and 14 firefighters, making both departments fully staffed. Stacy Westcott lives in Holmen. She's glad more people are protecting the community.
We're changing. We have more people coming in from all different areas, so I think at this time we needed to increase safety for fire and for police protection.
Now, the last of the new hires for Holman Area Fire will start the second week of August. Captain Jeremy Cook says the department is getting a new apparatus and will be responding to calls with a new truck. Ken.
Jeremy, thanks very much. And that department will be using its new truck to respond to calls starting next week. Coming up, a cold case suddenly scorching. Police have caught a man suspected of killing 11 women in New York.
At Union State Bank, we're your trusted locally owned community bank with 120 years of experience. Our dedicated directors, officers, and staff take pride in serving you, your family, and your business. When you bank with us, you become a part of our family. Visit us today or go online to discover how Union State Bank can help you achieve your financial goals. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get 11% off your outdoor projects at Menards. We have the best quality and largest selection of pressure-treated lumber and decking in the Midwest. Right now, an 8-foot pressure-treated 1x4 is only $389 after rebate. Suncast storage sheds are perfect for storing outdoor tools and equipment. This 7x7 low-maintenance Cloverdale resin storage shed includes a reinforced steel roof for all-season protection. Get it today for $749.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards. At Denny's, we're celebrating Baconalia with new creations starring Black Label Thick Cut Cherry Wood Bacon. Ready to satisfy your bacon obsession? At Denny's.
It's diner time.
And now, rewards members get 2 free strips of our new premium bacon for a limited time.
Which hotel?
Somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
A married Long Island, New York architect was arrested at his home and charged with murder in the deaths of 3 of 11 victims in a long unsolved string of killings known as the Gilgo Beach murders. CBS News correspondent Michael George has more.
Rex, did you do it? Police on Long Island arrested a suspect in the deaths of 3 women in a series of killings known as the Gilgo Beach murders. Authorities say Rex Heuermann is the suspected serial killer they've been hunting for over a decade.
Rex Heuermann is a demon that walks among us.
Investigators say Heuermann has long lived across a bay from where the women's remains were found in 2010. Several years after they vanished, their bodies, wrapped in burlap, were recovered along the side of a parkway near the ocean.
For the next 13 years, their cases went unsolved until today.
59-year-old Heuermann is accused of killing 3 sex workers, Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello.
For each of the murders, he got an individual burner phone, and he used that to communicate with the victims. Then shortly after the death of the victims, he then would get rid of the burner phone.
Heuermann is also considered the prime suspect in the death of a 4th woman. The case took a recent turn when police tied Heuermann to a pickup truck seen at the time one of the victims disappeared. In March, detectives working on the case say they recovered the suspect's DNA from a pizza crust he threw away in a New York City trash can. Authorities say they matched the DNA to a hair found on a restraint used in the killings.
We're continuing to execute search warrants, and we anticipate getting more evidence.
Heuermann pleaded not guilty at his arraignment Friday, and the judge ordered him held without bail based on the heinous nature of the murders. His next court date is August 1st. Michael George, CBS News, Gilgo Beach, New York.
Authorities say in a 14-month period, Heuermann had more than 200 Google searches on the Gilgo investigation and additional searches looking for photos of the victims. Still ahead tonight, a major bank under fire for suspected ties to an infamous sex trafficking operation. And a preemptive move. UPS is training non-union employees in case of a strike in a couple weeks.
It's a pretty hot day today across the Coulee region. High temperatures were a little bit above average for this time of the year. Some of us even saw some showers and thunderstorms roll through this afternoon, also into early this evening. I'll have a check on your full weather forecast coming up after the break, and we'll talk about some more upcoming rain chances that we could be dealing with on the horizon. All that and more in just a bit. We'll be right back.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scooped to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Find comfort in your world in a stressless recliner. Take a time out, have a seat, and enjoy a special offer from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Save in an instant on stressless furniture at Drury's in Fountain. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless sofas and recliners, designed with the world's most innovative comfort features. Don't wait, it's time for stressless. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Hey Nick, like usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Well, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
And nothing that G&T can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on G&T to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
G&T, the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
Join La Crosse's #1 remodeler. Good pay and benefits. No weekends. $2,000 sign-on bonus. Work with the best. The Ford Store Home Improvements. Apply online or in person.
The U.S. Virgin Islands are suing a major bank for almost $200 million. The lawsuit claims J.P. Morgan Chase profited off Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operation and didn't report suspicious financial activity. The bank called the lawsuit, quote, misdirected, and said it would challenge it in court. A trial is set to begin October 23rd. The Biden administration has announced $39 billion in student debt relief. The administration says 804,000 borrowers will have their student debt wiped away in the coming weeks. It's due to administrative fixes that more accurately count qualified monthly payments. And this is, of course, a response to the Supreme Court striking down Biden's loan forgiveness program just last month. UPS is taking preemptive action ahead of a possible strike by thousands of its unionized drivers. The delivery company is now training non-union employees to take care of deliveries if its drivers walk off the job. Their contract expires at the end of July. UPS says the move is a temporary solution and not them walking away from negotiations. The UPS Teamsters make up about half of the company's workforce, and drivers are demanding better benefits and working conditions.
Well, it sure was a pretty hot afternoon across the area today as high temperatures soared up into the upper 80s to low 90s across the Coulee region. Some of us even dealt with some showers and a couple rumbles of thunder today as well. Let's take a look at your zone forecast tonight. Low temperatures will be dropping into the 60s, 61 here for you in West Salem. As we head to our southern communities, we're looking at a low tonight of 62 in Soldiers Grove, 62 in Lansing, and 62 as well in Lynxville. But meanwhile, towards Westby, you're looking at 60 degrees tonight with 65, however, in La Crescent. Meanwhile, in the central zones we're looking at lows into the 50s further east, but the 60s, however, can be said further back towards the west, like Arcadia tonight. You're looking at a low of 60 in the Chippewa Valley across our northern zones. Lows into the 50s, especially further east. Low 60s back towards the west, like areas like Eau Claire for tonight. A check overall on the forecast here for you for La Crosse, 65 degrees. Isolated thunderstorms early, otherwise partly cloudy skies. Winds out of the west-southwest at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. And for tomorrow, 88 degrees with a few isolated thunderstorms, partly cloudy skies. Winds out of the west-northwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. more. Let's take a look down at your zone forecast for the day tomorrow. We're talking about mid to upper 80s here tomorrow afternoon. And as we head south, you can see more of the same here too, with 84 in Lansing, a high of 82 in Westby, 85 in Soldiers Grove, and a high of 88 to the north from La Crescent. Meanwhile, in the central zones, we're looking at those highs into the low to mid 80s with a high of 84 in Blair and 84 as well in Trempealeau, 83 to the north in Osseo. In the Chippewa Valley, low to mid 80s here. Eau Claire, you're looking at a high of about 84 degrees this afternoon. So Sky Tracker showing right now that we are looking at some clouds, a slight chance of a shower still possible in some spots. Overnight tonight, we're looking at mainly clear skies, a few clouds here and there. Same can be said as we head into tomorrow morning. Here's this next front that I'm watching. That's going to move through as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Out ahead of the front and along that frontal boundary, we may be looking at some scattered showers and thunderstorms rolling in tomorrow afternoon and also into the early evening, as you can see there behind me. But it's really not until late tomorrow night into early Sunday where we start to see the clearing here as we lose that daytime heating effect. So therefore, those storms will no longer exist. But as we head into Sunday, mixed clouds and sunshine, and again, another chance of a few showers and thunderstorms. I think the chances on Sunday are much less compared to what we've been seeing here lately because they'll be well to the north and then again well to the south, and you can see La Crosse and Eau Claire kind of in between the better storm chances north and south of the cities. Let's take a look now at the 8-day forecast, and you can see that we will be entering a much drier period. Sunday, can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm, otherwise partly cloudy, but much drier conditions for Monday and Tuesday. Mostly sunny, highs in the low 80s there, so a little cooler behind that cold front as well. Wednesday and Thursday, we pick up the temperatures again into the upper 80s, some spots reaching the low 90s. Another chance of showers and thunderstorms for Wednesday and Thursday as well. Other than that, mixed clouds and sun, highs in the 80s, lows 50s and 60s. Back to you.
Thanks, Derek. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers and Reds continuing their rivalry tonight open up the second half of the season. Plus, a pair of Legion baseball rivals squaring off in Onalaska. Rob's got it all right after this.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
Why wait until November when Black Friday deals are going on now at Ashley? Take advantage of low monthly payments with 0% interest through July 2028, in-store only. Plus, shop doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Make this the summer with Ram. Stop in now to get 10% off MSRP and rebates, plus over $2,500 in Pischke discounts on any 2023 Bighorn. You'll find all of the power you've come to expect from Ram, and the Bighorn will keep you comfortable and connected while you drive. Stop in now because this offer ends July 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is a place to discover, a place to explore, a place to slow down. Summer in Prairie du Chien is a place for fun and a place to gather. Whether it's on the Mississippi River, at a historic site, or a great event, Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is a place for it all. Visit us and learn more at prairieduchien.org.
For over 30 years, Habitat for Humanity of the Greater La Crosse region has brought people together to provide affordable housing opportunities and create a community where all feel they belong. Our Team Habitat experts can help find a path to home ownership, build homes, make critical repairs, renew the environment, and reuse furniture, building materials, and more at the Restore. Find out what Team Habitat can do for you. Visit habitatlacrosse.org.
Shop best-selling mattresses at Black Friday prices now at Ashley with 0% interest through July 2028, in-store only. And save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses. For better sleep and savings, visit your local Ashley store and experience Black Friday in July, only at Ashley.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
The Legion baseball season's flying by, and the playoffs are right around the corner for the 19U squads, with regionals beginning next week. But teams are still trying to fine-tune some things before the postseason begins. We had a couple of rivals going at it this afternoon in Onalaska. Let's head that way. Post 336 at home hosting La Crosse Post 52. Onalaska giving up 3 runs in the first, but the home team chipping away in the fourth. Carsey Holter draws the bases-loaded walk. Then it's Bennett Janikowski Chopping one to second. That'll get another run in. Caden Kokeisel scores to cut the deficit to just one. Still in the fourth. This pitch right here is going to go to the backstop. Here comes Caden Pierzina sliding in safe to tie the game at 3. Onalaska comes all the way back, gets a big win at home over La Crosse. Post 336 gets the win 9-5. On the gridiron, just a reminder, the WFCA All-Star Games will be held this weekend in Oshkosh. 8 of our area athletes will be on the field. The small school All-Star Game will kick off first tomorrow at noon. 3 Blue Golds making the roster as Jackson Flotmeyer, Calvin Hargrove, and Damian Lee will get to be teammates one last time. West Salem's Brennan Kennedy, Whitehall's Eric Kleinhans, and PDC's Joey Gio will be on the opposing team representing the South squad. As for the large schools, their All-Star Game will kick off at 4 p.m. Onalaska's Nikki Odom and Central's Boston Brindley both get the nod for that one. Loggers looking for their 4th straight win tonight. La Crosse in some trouble, though, in the 7th. Duluth up 2, and the Huskies tacking on one more here to make it 5-2. But here come the Loggers, bottom 7. Ethan Frey goes back up the box for a base hit. Here comes Gable Mitchell from third. It's 5-3. Bases still loaded in the 7th. Aiden Sweat's been clutch lately, and he stays hot tonight. Base hit into right field. That's going to score 2. Sweat heads to second on the throw, and we are tied at the Lumberyard. It's 5-5. Let's go to the 8th. Go-ahead run at second for the Loggers. Mitchell at the plate, lays down a beauty, and this throw just a bit off the mark. That's going to allow Matthew Piotrowski to come in and score, and Mitchell is going to get on his horse. The Iowa City native is flying. Round second, gets the green light. Here he comes. It probably hasn't happened since Little League for Mitchell, but he slides in safe. The Loggers, they keep on rolling. They get the win 7-5. 4 straight wins now for La Crosse. Woo! The Brewers wrapped up the first half on a high note, taking 2 out of 3 over the rival Reds.
He holds.
Dominant tonight, a resounding performance. Burnsy looking like the ace Brewers fans have been accustomed to watching the last 2 seasons. He was on tonight. Season high 13 strikeouts, 6 innings pitched, just 2 hits allowed on the night. Brewers offense wasn't helping Burns out, though, until this. Victor Caratini comes through in the 7th. 2 runners on. Caratini serves a base hit in the center. Willie Adames comes in to score. Big RBI single puts the Crew in front. Milwaukee takes a 1-0 lead. That's all they need. Devin Williams shuts the door in the 9th. Brewers start the second half the same way they ended the first. A 1-0 shutout win over the Reds. Milwaukee and Cincinnati both now tied for first place in the NL Central. I got my second win.
Yeah.
So did Burns.
He sure did.
We talked about it. We need that. We need that Burns. We need the 2021, 2022 Burns if the Brewers have a shot.
Absolutely. And then Woody's coming back right around the corner. We'll have the 1-2 punch back. Let's go. Love it. Let's go. Rob, thank you very much.
You got it.
More news right after this.
The Board Store Home Improvements voted Best of La Crosse for remodeling, windows, cabinets, and gutters. Voted Reader's Choice, Best Home Improvement, Best Window and Door, Best Kitchen and Bath, Best Siding. Serving La Crosse and surrounding counties for over 30 years, the Board Store Home Improvements is your #1 local home improvement resource. High quality at lower prices. Showroom 524 Copeland. Website theboardstoreonline.com and 608-782-8877 for a prompt free estimate.
Looking to bring life to your Wisconsin Dells getaway? Bring your family, bring your friends, bring an extra suit, and bring on the water parks. It's time to bring out your best. Your best driving, your best sliding. Hey, your best friend just passed you up. Ready to play? Bring your A game. Ready to eat? Bring your appetite. Ready to bring it to the next level? Let's bring it all together. Summer in Wisconsin Dells. Bring it on. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. We'll be having events all season long. Whether it's your first time on a bike or you've been riding for years, we want to see you here. Stop by and see us anytime at Great River Harley-Davidson.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
Enjoy time with your family by financing your adventurous side with Union State Bank. Whether you are looking to finance your dream home, boat, snowmobile, UTV, vehicle, or camper, we can make your dreams become a reality. Contact one of our lenders in West Salem or Black River Falls for all your loan financing needs. Make life even more enjoyable by banking with Union State Bank. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of La Crosse hosted their 10th annual Summer Showdown. Around 500 kids came to Logan High School's Swanson Field for parachute games, water balloons, obstacle courses, relay races, and much more. Organizers say the day is a chance to show kids that they're part of a larger organization and not just the one club they attend.
And it's a great event for our kids to build team camaraderie amongst the club that they attend every day throughout the summer and really build a positive team environment throughout and carry this on through the rest of the summer.
And Keel says the different games and competitions also create that sense of team spirit. UW-Madison police have a new furry coworker. Meet Charlie, a 1-year-old smooth-coated collie mix and the department's first therapy dog. Charlie and Officer Caitlin Gamache will work across the campus to provide comfort for anyone in crisis. But Charlie's specialized training can also help the department itself.
We use him internally as well, so first responders deal with a lot of crises and incidences that are hard to see. So he's helping me personally deal with all of that and some of the difficult things that it's hard for me to see, but we also deploy him here in our police department.
UW police rescued Charlie from a shelter in Florida. He also loves pets and head scratches, but if you are in the Madison area and see him, be sure to ask before petting. We'll be right back after this.
There's lots of grown-up fun in the water park capital of the world, but where? Well, where tasty drinks meet relaxing pools. That's where all the action is. Where the rubber meets the road and then meets the water. Water parks, they're here, there, and everywhere. Now, where was I? Probably somewhere like here. Ooh, nice glassware. Hungry? There's plenty more where that came from. Where do we go from here? Well, just about anywhere. Wisconsin Dells, where it's at. Plan your grown-up getaway at wisdells.com.
At Xcel Energy, we're big into the little things. Because little things add up. Millions of even the smallest steps are just that. Millions of steps, all in the right direction. That's why we have programs that save you money, all of which add up to a carbon-free future. See how you can save at xcelenergy.com/ways to save.
Stop in now at our biggest sale of the summer at Interior Designs in Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year, going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Are you ready for a red-hot summer? At King Furniture, our prices are... Get your choice of these quality Jackson sets for $11.99. Need something more custom? Check out these 5 England sets for just $14.98. Available in your choice of over 100 fabrics. And in your home in just 30 days. Get your home ready for summer with thousands of items in stock and ready for free delivery. Get into King Furniture while the prices are...
At Denny's, we're celebrating Baconalia with new creations starring Black Label Thick Cut Cherry Wood Bacon. Ready to satisfy your bacon obsession? At Denny's.
It's diner time.
And now, rewards members get 2 free strips of our new premium bacon for a limited time.
Which hotel?
Did somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Slight chance of a shower thunderstorm possible again for tomorrow. Sunday, partly cloudy skies. Slight chance of a shower storm can't be completely ruled out, though. We're looking at some cooler temperatures to start early next week on Monday and Tuesday under mostly sunny skies. Wednesday and Thursday, another chance of showers and thunderstorms possible. Highs mainly in the 80s, lows in the 50s and 60s. Back to you.
Still can't get over that Brewers victory. 13 strikeouts for Corbin.
Tough, like I said, that's a tough team to do it against.
Absolutely.
Are they back?
I think so.
We keep saying it. Is this the moment? I mean, Burns looked like the Cy Young of 2021.
He sure did.
Maybe.
Fingers crossed, everybody. Have a great weekend.